Welcome to the Digital Card Battle Beginner's Guide. This video acts as an introduction to the gameplay mechanics as well as going over the basics of deck building. In this tutorial, I will cover the phases of the card game, the information featured on each card, as well as the types of Digimon you could run into. So without further ado, let's get started with the phases. A digital card battle begins with a simple coin toss to decide which player gets to go first. The ideal scenario is to go second for reasons I will cover later on. The game kicks off with a draw phase, where you fill your hand with 4 cards that you draw from your online deck. The next phase is used to set up your chosen Digimon to go to the front line. In this game, Digimon have 3 levels: Rookies, Champions, and Ultimates. You can play any of these levels during the setup phase, but you must note that playing anything other than a rookie would slash the stats of whatever Digimon you play. So ideally, you want to play a rookie Digimon and then work your way up. Once you have selected your Digimon, you can then move to the rack up phase. This is where you rack up Digivolution points to power your current Digimon. You do this by converting Digimon from your hand into data. Every Digimon has a plus P value, which indicates how much Digivolution points it can give to your current Digimon. Next is the Digivolve phase. Champions and Ultimates have DP values. If you have enough Digivolution points racked up to match or exceed the DP value of a card in your hand, your Digimon can Digivolve. It is important to note that a Digimon can only Digivolve to a Digimon of the same type. A select handful of Digimon can perform Armor Digivolution. As soon as they enter the battlefield, they can use any of the Digi-Eggs you have to alter their form and turn the egg into armor. For instance, the Digi-Egg of Hope allows Patamon to Armor Digivolve into Pegasusmon. Some Digi-Eggs can be used as armor for multiple Digimon. For instance, the Digi-Egg of Courage can be used by Vmon and Wormmon to Digivolve into Flamedramon and Shadramon respectively. The final phase is the battle phase. If both players have a Digimon in their front line, this will start a battle. Unfortunately, if you go first, your opponent will not have a Digimon ready during this time and your turn will then end. The player who was designated second will then go through the same phases until the battle phase is reached once again. Digital card battle is basically like rock, paper, scissors with extra steps. During the battle phase, you can choose from one of 3 attacks at your Digimon's disposal. Once selected, you will have the opportunity to play one final card to affect the battle in some way. The battle then starts. Damage is dealt, and if a Digimon's HP reaches 0, the battle is won. It takes 3 wins in battle to ultimately win the whole game. Now we will cover card types. There are 3 different card types in Digital Card Battle. By far the most versatile and will likely make up most of your deck are the Digimon. Digimon will typically feature an HP value, a DP value, a plus P value, as well as power of each of its 3 attacks. Typically, the circle attack is the strongest, with the X attack being the weakest. However, X attacks often come with special abilities which you can use. I will cover these in another video. Finally, Digimon can also be used for their effects during the battle. These effects are displayed in the information window to the top right. But that's not all you can use during the battle phase. You can also use option cards. These cards are basically similar to the effects Digimon have for the battle phase, but they do not come with a body. To make up for this, option cards tend to have far more powerful effects, making them well worth running, despite the fact that they only have one use. Examples of option cards include small recovery discs, which increase your Digimon's HP, and offense chips to power up their attack points. The last type of card are Digivolution cards. These cards are played during the Digivolution phase and can be used to alter the rules of Digivolution. These cards include Speed Digivolve, allowing you to Digivolve without the prerequisite DP. or Special Digivolve, allowing you to digivolve to a different type. Lastly, let's cover a couple of miscellaneous points. There are 5 types of Digimon in this game. Nature type Digimon focus on fast Digivolution. They typically feature Digimon that can bestow high amounts of DP during the rack-up phase, while also requiring low amounts of DP to Digivolve. Ice-type Digimon focus on high HP values, as well as abilities and effects to restore and augment HP. Rare-type Digimon focus on manipulating the battlefield in some way. These Digimon often have strange and unique effects. Fire-type Digimon boasts high attack values, allowing you to deal above average damage, and includes ways to boost your damage even further. Dark-type Digimon also focuses on attack value, but prioritizes it to a greater extent than Fire Digimon. They are heavy hitters but are often lacking in the HP department. They are also slow to Digivolve due to low plus P values and the need for high DPs to Digivolve. Make sure to take these typings into account when building your 40 card deck. I hope this guide gets you caught up on how to play Digital Card Battle. If you want to see my playthrough of this game, hop right on to episode 5, which is the latest episode as of this video's release.